We're on Monday, time for the monthly rant, right? Time for Attack on Titans, chapter 98, 098. I hope Eren is gonna break out now, show his power strike, murder them all. I'm guessing the Trabans, the Taybar, whatever you call it, I guess they are in control of the whole Marley, right? I feel like the Marley actually are actually in control, I would say, since last chapter. Well, I kind of felt it earlier as well, but yeah, but definitely last chapter kind of pointed. He joked about it, and one of the theories I have, I'm wondering, I hope it's gonna be confirmed or not, is if all the Marleys actually are used like LDs, right? Actually, it's no difference in being a Marley. They're all used like the same people, right? That could be a thing. I could see that you couldn't transform maybe like Mikasa, like Asians or someone, right? Or what are those? I don't know, like Indians, whatever they were in the first of time skip chapter thing. But yeah, I can see them all. Everyone here might just be a lie, right? That the creativity is mind thing. That there's no difference between being an alien. Like, it could be something. It could be something. Anyways, okay. So Reinar speaking first here. Reinar speaking first. The Titans come from the south. No, okay, so I guess it's an attack. This is like attacking paradise. Yeah, so we're doing plans here, right? The warships, that apparently one Titan can sink 40 warships. that's so weird, that's such a plot hole too. I was saying plot hole, like, how can... I mean, I'm saying he can't do it. But I was saying that in the same chapter they were like, oh, Titans are useless now, they can't even get like airplanes and boats. And then the next is like, oh yeah, one Titan has destroyed like 40 boats alone. It's like, didn't you say that we couldn't defeat them because our name was so weak or strong or whatever? Like, whatever, let's go on. Yeah, he's like, yeah, here it is, yeah. We already lost 32 warships in the sea south. So, it seems really weak, but if you can just fly over there, at least use the Zeppeliners or like airplanes. Yeah, the walls of course outside the wall there where they, we saw Kruger and so on, right? Yeah, the owl and that. I'm only relying on myself again during my time in Iceland. Yeah, we were wrong to let an alien speaker! Yeah, why would he trust that? Raider's gonna betray them, right? Probably. Raider's gonna betray them, but in talk we work at least. Yeah, brilliant plan! That the first plan was so good. Let's send the children in there. They will never betray us. That is so weird too. That you just so assumed that, I don't know, there's no chance that kids will ever betray us, right? We send them in there with their powers, with like one nuke each, and they're never gonna betray us. It's never gonna happen. Oh, we lost like 2 of the nukes. Oh. Horrible plan. Like, why you didn't have any humans there, more or less to cover them, right? Like, or help them get there or so. Like, one of them died going to the walls, right? So it's like... Yeah, it's like, yeah, next line! It's like, yeah, leaving everything to 4 children. That was a great plan, brilliant plan. He's like confirming it himself now, how horrible they are, right? And that's one problem, because how did the Marley win, right? It has to be something like, nothing is true. I'm expecting everything here to be a bluff, right? Everything here to be a lie, by some mind power, right? She's like, how do these people control us in the first place? It's like, how did they ever get here in the first place? Yeah, now Falco really wants to beat her, right? She will die. Yeah, the criteria is quite vague. Like, if you blame something on someone else. And now they're playing catch. What? yeah, of course, but it's okay. This is good though. This is how Zeke trainer. He's playing. Yeah, he's throwing baseballs with his like incoming next beast type. Yeah, he's like, yeah, let's throw baseball. This is your only power, throwing rocks at people and horses. This is good. This is a good scene here. Yeah, this is a good scene. Zeke training his baseball catch. Yeah, great. Yeah, no, Gabi's like, no. Yeah, Gabi. Gabi's like, no way. Yeah, no way in hell. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy, finally said it. I like the guards are like, this is good how the guards are provoking her like, oh yeah, but what a show, huh? Boy, showed it. Yeah, it's like, that's good, that's good. Adding in some commentary there. Yeah, because he don't want her to die, right? It's kind of obvious, but yeah. I actually kind of like this story from his perspective, but the problem is it's really... This is so off-putting in like the major... Like this story is bad, not particularly bad, this Falco story here. But the problem is there's like, it's been over a year now since we jumped in here, and it's like, what happened to Take on Titan? This feels like a spin-off, right? It feels like we are following completely other characters. We haven't seen, well, arguably we haven't seen Eren and Mikasa as well. We haven't seen anyone else in Eren at least. We saw like the beast, I guess the Titan, or form of Armin. But we haven't seen anyone else, right? So it's kind of like, but anyway, like, even this, I don't know, like, yeah, we haven't seen those characters for, you know, a year, and that is really, really weird, right? Like I think everyone wants to like, continuate on the main story, right? And they say, oh, this is about me. This isn't the main story. Like, yeah, he must betray them and so on, but mainly, no matter what happens with like Gabi and Falco and so on, that is like a very, very side story to the main plot, right? The main plot is like what's happening with the Marley, what is this thing and so on. So even though this is actually isn't that bad, it just has nothing to do with the main plot. That is really so reading it here. It's just it's like a use subposition because I don't necessarily dislike this overly much, like this specific thing here. But man, there's a lot of pages being spent on this, and I think me and everyone else want to see like what's happening with the Taybar. Are they behind the Marley? Is the whole witch many thing true? Blah blah blah. It's gonna be a war, you know, paradise. That's what we're gonna see, right? This other part here is very much like just filling out each chapter here. But well, yeah, it's not bad in itself. It just has no place, I feel, in the main story. Like it is so weird. Even if we get back to the main story probably later, it doesn't feel like it's worth the time, right? Still playing cash. I like that though. that was good. That was good. But that was like good. Like that I can live with. No, that was great. Like two panels with like Zeke and Cole playing baseball. That's a good panel because that just tells you a lot of like this is just a funny thing. That's how he trains, right? He's the only guy with the powers. It's less than a page together, yeah, and it gives you like it's a really kind of funny, in a morbid kind of dark humor way, but then it gives you that in less than a page. So that is like a really quality notion. Here again, then we're following these older people, like this glasses guy. I don't even know his names, and I guess they also want to be the next Titans, right? But I don't even know his name, right? Like it's really, really meaningless in a way. Yeah, the Bill is some kind of stage. Yeah, I mean, it must be more about Taybar. So I guess they're trying to get the other countries to join them, the other empires. That would make sense to like eradicate the Titans, but also it would make that sense because then all the nations should be like, why would you help you? You're just gonna take, yeah. And all the nations should like demand, okay, we can help you, but we want at least 2 Titans or something, right? That would be kind of reasonable. Yeah, the Middle Eastern Union. Okay, yeah, I'm from another ghetto. So can you move ghettos? This is one of the things that I wish I could spend more time talking this thing. It's like, my family moved from another ghetto, so... Okay, maybe they were forced to move. I'm gonna assume they were forced to move to this ghetto, right? I'm gonna assume they were, like, yeah. Forcefully moved. That's what I will assume. Okay, but he's like, oh no, they hate aliens more than Marley, so whatever. That's probably work fine for them. Yeah, that is surely why they're doing it. They're probably doing it to make the world real. So this makes no sense. This is why I hate Gab as a character, because he's so stupid. Like, that makes no sense. We saw the second chapter of this whole flashback, right? Sorry, future. future future. We saw it the second chapter, when they are sending away these like prisoners of war, and they're like, no, let them leave, send them back to their Middle Eastern Union countries, whatever that is. Send them back there and so they can tell people about the aliens horror. And she sees that, she's like, oh damn those aliens or something. And it's like, what? You should hate your mom for doing that. And here so here we are. It's been like a month for her, right? And it's like, why is she like, yeah, but the Marleys are definitely having this in our ghetto here to show the world we're not devils. But you saw last week, or like last month or whatever, yeah, like you saw a few weeks ago, you saw them sending people to them used to tell people that you are demons and devils and titans and whatever, right? So that makes absolutely no logical sense to come to her conclusion here is completely delusional, right? She's a horrible character, and it's really irritating that she's kinda half-ass main character-ish. Yeah, she's kind of a supporting main character, right? Or whatever, by main character here. And it's like, wow, she's just really delusional, like ridiculous delusional. Yeah, she's just completely psychotic. It's like, yeah, smile. You drop in there, yes, we will do this thing. I am perfect. Yeah, she's completely. First off, I'm adorable. Yeah, she's completely horrible character, right? Horrible character, and I mean, there's one thing to having horrible characters that you dislike and so on, but she's presented as kind of the main character, kind of the protagonist, and you're gonna follow her and somewhat enjoy her. And I just cannot wait for her to die. It's like before we had this time skip thing, people were dying every time. This is one thing about it. People were dying so much like a Titan. This year now has been the least amount of death ever, right? Like, yeah, what's happening? Where's all the deaths right? Yeah, I'm just hoping she can die at any moment since battle stops, which is a horrible character. Yeah, her evil side is showing. But I mean, like, come on, like, she's a... That is like a huge problem, right? Like, why would you... yeah, I don't know what Arthur wants. Do you want her to sympathy her? Because I have zero sympathy for her, right? Anyway, yeah, looks like he's talking to someone. Yeah, this is Tayber, right? Which is clearly in control, yeah, so... Please have a look. What is this thing? So they jumped a month since last chapter? It's been a month since we shook hands, yeah. So they jumped a month. Very unclear, but okay. What did it say the first page? I missed that? Because like, they have to jump 1 month. That's gonna go back into page 1. Oh. I guess just jumped a month. I'll take its mentioned in over here. Okay, so they jumped a month. Okay, I didn't know that list. You keep saying that, Taybar, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not your superior, but yeah. But you are the supreme commander, yes. Obviously, he's in the actual control of the country, right? It's not even the Marleys, not even the humans in control. It's like, what do I? I like that, like steering wheel and his hand shaking. That's nice. Mice has already, yeah. So here's back that Falco talking to Mr. Kruger, which I hope's gonna make this again, find something happen over there. Finally. But also you see that guy talking that they might know that, yeah, mice, rats, a better name for it, but yeah, I guess they might know that Eren is there, because they're like, mice already found a way into our home, so I guess they can know that he's there. Yeah, delivering and receiving all those letters for me. That was a big help, boy. Yeah, and Eren, which I'm assuming is Mr. Kruger also has a baseball and a mitten there. It definitely also called reeks to the whole Zeke and cult point in there earlier. And he's like, is that from your family? If he's not Eren now, that has been the weirdest thing ever, right? Because it's like, is that from your family? Is that the baseball? You said we saw Zeke playing baseball with his brother. He was like, nah. Descendants because I'm bored. I cannot sit alone any longer, yeah. I'm gonna try to get home as festival is over. It's like, okay. but it's interesting, you mentioned that we seem to have mice in our home, right? So we seem to have mice in our home, and that to me at least would mean that, yeah, like they're aware of my name is Jäger. This is his grandfather. That's what I'm thinking here, yeah. Given that it has to be Eren, right? Yeah, but it's like, obviously with the baseball, it has to be, like, well, obviously, but like, even more so. And here now, of course, it's like, yeah, my name is Jäger. I run a Ghetto's infirmary. My name is Kruger, he says, so. Which he might see his son in him, right? It's like, yeah, that's my... That boy's uncle is Falco's uncle, maybe Owl. That's what I'm thinking right now. And they're both bird names. Yeah, Falco, like Falcon, right? Yeah, and Owl, yeah. That's probably... Yeah, and it's like, all those people were sent. Well, it could also be, of course, that it's... that Falco could be... the cousin of Eren. If he could be... like what's called, yeah, like if it means that it's that Grisha, of course, if you talk about Grisha or not Owl, then it could be, of course, that it's like, well, that's uncle, but I'm thinking that didn't Grisha's sister die, but they could have a new child, right? They could have a child later on after Grisha's sister and so on, yeah. So his sister died, of course, eaten by dogs, but yeah. Yeah, the cult. The Grice family safety. Yeah, like, stop asking the boy for favors. I think if he knows, right, The people are expecting it, yeah, like something that, yeah, he's like, I can see a lot of Grisha in you. Yeah, here we go. He's telling him about the wall. Yeah. If this is not Eren now, this would make clear sense. It makes total sense. Yeah. This I say, this is a nice touch to it though. He's like, yeah, my son took his sister to the walls. Doesn't talk about his daughter there. Yeah, and you become a doctor, my son. Who knows his son could be? Yeah, or his grandpa being a son right away, but. Of course, yeah. It's like, my name is Jäger. Yeah, yeah, who? Oh, my name is also Jäger. Nice. Okay, maybe his grandpa is crazy. Yeah, I know he's going crazy. My son would never do what he said. Yeah, maybe it's actually working. Yeah, that could be it because I see the nurse pointing at him. It could be that he actually isn't the infirmary doctor, like the leader, right? He actually is a mental patient. It used to be a doctor. I'm gonna guess that, yeah, he used to be a doctor, but he went crazy from, yeah, his son's betrayal, right? And, of course, sister's like, out there he is, he's crazy, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Jäger. Yeah, so that's what sister's pointing at him, yeah, he's, of course, crazy. He used to be the leader, probably, of the hospital, and now he's just cray-cray. After the whole thing. Yeah, and if this isn't Eren now, they would make so little sense to like, yeah, my name is Jäger and I recognize this thing with you. That would make so little sense. Yeah, and then he plays with the baseball, so there's a lot of analogy to that and Zeke and so on, of course. That was a nice, I liked that, that was a nice hustle, yeah, seeing him there, talking about it. And I also liked how he skipped his daughters, like, oh, my son took his sister to the wall. But my son would never betray us. It's like he skipped it over like the daughter died. He was like, no, that never happened. No, she disappeared. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, so kind of banquet festival, right? Of course, there have to be some kind of yeah, something. I don't know, slaves, everything. They have certain food, or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Fortfarande waiters as well. Over there, an empty glass! This is like the biggest honor ever. Not only can you become Taybar, you can serve people food too! At super maximum life. Yeah, they're like, oh, dirty rat around my food! Why would you fight for them? There's some random lady that's okay with its getting wine in her kimono, or you can't. Yeah, she's like, no, that's fast now, young boy. So she guess she's probably either, you know, doesn't really care or something. Yeah, but it's again what I mean. It's like, why would they ever follow these people? They're like, a dirty rat on my table. Yeah, that's the most racist people ever, right? They're like, oh no, the food will reek now when we have these people serving it. It's like, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, but she's a Japanese woman, right? They're good people. Yeah, it's like, she's probably from the eastern Hisaru nation. Yeah, with the kimono. And I guess they could. So I guess she's like the other people. Probably she cannot be Titan then, right? Probably. But also, weren't all the Asians like. Well, all the Asians, of course, killed pretty much in paradise. Probably because they cannot be controlled by the mind powers. Yeah, so it feels like this is an interesting point here because. This could be the whole, like, history nation could be very strong or weak, whatever, but it is a very important nation because they might know the true history, right? Because they're like, oh, we weren't affected by whatever the Titans have been doing to people's memories. Yeah, that doesn't affect our people. And suddenly there are black people. Yeah. How is like black people? This is the first time I've ever been black people, right? I guess they're gonna be from like Africa. I mean, they is on Earth pretty much, right? And perhaps probably England. It feels like Marley is, you know, in Yeah, I feel like Mali is even, you know, Germany, like around roughly. I mean, the Empire of Mali feels like it's Europe, right? Excluding like the British Isles, which feels like Paradise, probably like Britain, right? Going by this war, because the Middle Eastern Union is like India and some more people, and then it can make kind of sense if, like, you know, middle of Asia is kind of like, even though we call it the Middle East, that's actually in the west of Asia, right? So the Middle Eastern Union would be like India plus the Middle East and so on, and then she would be from like Japan or, you know, Korea or China. Yeah, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, and also like Tayber talking to different people here. Those looks like the Ottomans, I guess. Oh yeah, that's true. The East, the Middle East, there were more Ottomans, I guess, than there were Indians. That kind of mixed it. Yeah, were the Ottomans? Maybe they were. I can't remember. They didn't have like fest on them. Yeah, I guess that could be. I guess it could be it. No, obviously, like what? That's an idiot. I hate Gabi. It's like, is that the Taybar's family? What? No, they don't look the same at all. It's like he's talking to like a black guy and someone that I'm guessing is from like the you know, yeah, Turkey, Ottomans or whatever is in this world. And so on. I think he's some kind of like, I don't know, German, I guess. Yeah, like his family. They're clearly related. They're clearly not related to Gabi. They don't look the same at all. Like it's like a mix of different nations he's talking to, like a mix of like the world's leaders, right? And also why would she even think that? Why would she even think that? Clearly he's talking to other people from other nations, right? He was talking to his own family members. Like what? Oh, I hate her. Yeah, I love the name. It's called Rebellio. I think it's called Rebellion in one of the chapters, depending on the translation name. But it's like rebellion, freedom. Yeah, we're like. This is so bad. Okay, we have this ghetto and we call it rebel. It's like the rebel ghetto where we have rebels. Yes. Okay, he's a Mali minister of foreign affairs. So he's probably, obviously, mainly diplomat talking to different nations and whatnot. Yeah, that was good. That was a good one. But the enemies of yesterday or today's new enemies was like, what? Oh, sorry. I mean today's new allies, which makes a little more sense. That was a good comment. He definitely doesn't trust anyone. Great diplomat. So yesterday's enemies is today's enemies. It's like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tayber is like, yeah, the minister is good at jokes. He has to come and save this horrible speech here. That was a good one. Everyone loves him because he's like the... Yeah, but like, this even more makes me feel like they shaped everyone's memory, right? The Taybars. They were like, yeah, we're the savior. Everyone loves me. I'm in control. Yeah, the rebellion ghetto. The sand of the devil. The home of the alien people. Yeah, I think some, yeah, like Saudi something, yeah. So basically every nation is there, right? The Mali can't be that big. They have to be pretty much be Europe, right? Because every other nation is pretty much, yeah, in here, right? Okay, so he's gonna announce the solution. Hopefully, that'll be the chapter now. The Tayber is gonna announce the solution how to fix all the aliens. Yeah, the great change. No, it's a huge festival, of course. See, because now we're following again Gabi's eyes, right? She's a horrible main character. Like, she's a horrible character. You wanna follow her? She's like, oh yeah, I'm completely delusional. And yeah, like, come on. Eat! That was good. Oh yeah, that was good. Eat! Ice cream! Yeah, they're running around there eating ice cream. Oh my god, ice cream! Yeah, and old Reinar is like, ugh. No, he has to pay stuff for the kids. Oh, that's a good panel here. He has to buy those stuff in every panel. It's like, yes. So you're paying, there's a pizza. Yeah. You have to eat, of course, everything, right? Testing this out. Yeah, no, Gabi's like, oh, my stomach. He's a horrible person. I hate her. Oh my god. My stomach hurts. Yeah, maybe you ate too much. But yeah, things are gonna change now for sure. Yeah, it's gonna go and find Kruger, Mr. Kruger. It's actually a pretty good chapter. This is the best chapter this year. I like the Zeke part, I like the Jagen part. I mean, yeah, it's slow, like the pacing is slow like crazy, but I like the whole Taybar part. But yeah, still though, if he keeps ignore Gabi, I would be way happier. Remove that 10 pages of Gabi here, man, it should be way better. Oh, this is, yeah, okay. Here's gonna be like, Eren? Yeah, okay. Know what's happening here is like, Falco is like, follow me here, see he wants to get here. That's like, okay, Falco. That's like, huh? Sounds like a door, like a basement door. This is a weird wooden door up with planks over. Okay, let's think. Why? Seems like a trap, boy. It's like, oh, Mr. Eren is gonna be in here. Hey. Yeah, Reinar, it's been close to 4 years. So does Falco know them? He's like, come here. I'm gonna meet my best friend. Eren? It is Eren! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! Yeah. I mean, all kind of obvious going in there, right? But especially this chapter is like, does your family like baseball? Maybe they do, boy. And then like his grandpa gets there and like, you remind me of someone. Well, it couldn't be. And goes crazy. Oh, it's Eren, alright. You gotta go back home. Okay, yeah. Next chapter's gonna be good. I think next chapter's gonna be good. No matter what happens, it's gonna be really awesome seeing the Eren and Reinar reunion. Yeah, that's gonna be a really good chapter next week. Sorry, next month, right? Because it's a monthly chapter. So this chapter then, yeah, probably the best chapter that I read in this whole 1 year thing, right? By far. But I would still say that I really hate Gabi. Like, if I could remove Gabi from it, I would be way happier. Every part when Gabi is like, oh, they're probably doing this for us. I was like, have you lived in this world? Like, yeah, I guess it was 2 months to go down because of 1 month between this period here. So Eren been there, right? And so on. But I mentioned earlier, that makes no sense because like she saw them delivering, like letting people live for the war so they can go and tell about the title and so on, right? And then and here, like 2 months later, she's like, "Oh, they're probably doing this to show people that we are not the, the monsters and so on." It's like completely against what you have seen, right? And yeah, like the way she's like talking to them and threatening her friends and so on. Like, she's a horrible character. And the problem is that it's not that she's a horrible person primarily, right? But she also feels like a weird and I say character because it feels like we are following her kinda-ish, like she's kinda the main character of this story. It's like they have like 3 characters following her, Reinar, Falco, and Gabriel. It's like, and every time you follow her, it's like, Jesus Christ, I hate this. Yeah, and you just want to see her die. And I really reading this thing, it's like, wow, no one has died in this manga for a year. This is crazy. And yeah, it's like, can I please kill Gabi? Like, please kill her. I hate her. No, but it's like, it's just really she's really annoying, right? It's food as well. It's like, right to drag her. It's like, I ate too much food. It's like, yes, you ate too much. Your stomach hurts. Like, really annoying, right? Really annoying. But anyway, so I just want to say, yeah, those 10 pages with her, because I know people coming from rants, right? Those 10 people with Gabriel, they are just useless, and they're badly paced too. Like, they're too dragged out, right? And they're just like, her exposition of her horrible personality. And also one problem with them is that we really kind of know her already. She's very well established, the character she is, and how she acts and so on. And there's no difference, right? How she acts right now and how she did earlier. So it's like, yeah, like there's nothing new here, right? She's the same Gabriel. So it's really waste of time. And I really hate that with this, when it also does thing, because it feels like, oh, I have to write a 60-page chapter. 10 pages of Gabriel, which is doing the exact same annoying stuff like last month. Oh yeah, perfect. Like that's kind of how I feel, right? So it's like, that might be even the bigger issue. That's just kind of redundant. Like you already know what to do. So anyway, but everything else I have to say, this was definitely the best chapter in in at least a year. Absolutely. The chapter is really good. Ignoring her, the chapter is doing good. Yeah, it's a really good chapter. I love the part, of course, with the whole Eren talking to Falco. There's the base, because I like it a lot. The first we have that's what I meant earlier. Like, that's a really good way there. That we first have just Falco, Colt and Zeke playing. What's like names here? Yeah. Zeke and Colt are playing baseball, right? And I like that because it's just one panel. There's no lines. Just like give the texture a lot. Right? Then later on we see them playing again and catching the ball. And then you see a lot of feel to it. I play baseball here. You see a lot of like subtle, textual, contextual story, right? So that's really good. And then of course later on we see Eren having it, and it's like, so you play baseball at the home with your family? He's like, nah, my family might like baseball. It's like, I don't like this game. It's like a game. But yeah, there's of course analogy to Zeke liking baseball. So that was really good. And then that's followed by, of course, Grandpa Jäger coming out there. Discussing about Falco, and pointing at the Jäger, he knows that. Like, oh yeah, it's like this uncle. So they are related. Yeah, that wasn't very clear though. But I'm guessing it has to be related to, because it couldn't be royal family bonds. They have to meet Owl, yeah. So I guess it's his cousin, right? Even though, so they have to have later children then, because the daughter is dead, of course. So yeah, or it's Owl, he means. That was a little unclear. That was a little unfortunate. That wasn't unclear, or very classic at the time, because he was like, because they didn't call him the Grisha family. They called him like the Grim, yeah, something else, or whatever. That's similar to. What do they call it? It was similar to the Grisha family, but it wasn't that. Let's go back a bit here. Let's have to see, what did they call them? The Grice family. Yeah, so the Grice family must be... Yeah, so they must be very close to, of course, Eren's family, or something like that, the Jäger family. Something like that, yeah. Because this isn't really stated here. I see Grace family. I'm gonna look at it the right way, yeah. I mean, Grice was a member of it, yeah. Yeah. But he said leader. I guess that might be a wrong... That might be a little confused there, because yeah, obviously Grice was in it, and I recognize as well. That he was in it, yeah. But it said it's kind of wrong... Grice is, of course, a part of the boy's uncle. Well, okay, one of the leaders. Okay, Okay, it says one of the leaders. I read it more like a leader, but it says one of the leaders. So I guess it's like the second in command. I guess after Grisha. I guess it means there. That could be a translation thing, though. There could be something with translation. It might be a little bit confusing there. But because it's kind of like when first I read it, I was like, huh? But yeah, it's of course that guy, the blonde guy, is Wish again. So that makes a lot of sense. So they are related and somewhat. They're related, of course, in contextual story, but not like bloodline, I suppose. But that's good as well. I like that. And then it turns into this like, the whole still Taybar controlling them, and it gives me a little this vibe with like, is Taybar, Taybar is obviously in control. Obviously he's in control of Marley. I think that's very clear. It's not the humans that actually control Marley, which is kind of funny. Which something lasted for like half a year now at least, so that's kind of funny. And he's super beloved. It gives me the whole thing that his family's behind the whole thing, right? With the whole story and everything, because they're like, yeah, we can control the world and we're popular. Like, yeah, like that's perfect for them. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Next chapter, I think is gonna be really interesting. Next chapter sounds like it can be really, really good. We of course see Eren and Reinar, and also of course what Taybar's actual plan is. That probably will tell us a lot about what Taybar actually is, right, and their family. So that's really interesting. This is a little weird though, they kind of shoehorn in every nation in the whole world there. And Asians are fine with it. They also kind of gives it that aliens aren't evil, right? Because the Asian lady, the Japanese lady, she's like, oh, I will save you, boy, yeah. Because I'm guessing they know the truth, right? The Asians, the Hirunasa nation probably knows everything, right? They knows they cannot be controlled by this Titan power. So whatever the Taybars or the Rice or the Fries or whoever did something to the history of time and all that probably did affect the whole Japanese nation, right? So they were probably like, yeah, okay, we know the truth over here. Yeah, so they're like aliens, nah, those people are evil, yeah, probably. So that of course tells you again there that the aliens are evil. And then one thing what is wondering is why did Falco so voluntarily bring a Reinar to his friend? So we also find out if Eren told him the truth or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's a little especially. How did you get him there? So anyway, this is a good chapter except Gabi. Gabi is a horrible character, but yeah, everything else was pretty good, right? Still a little dragged out, I guess. The pacing is what it is, and because. But I mean, this main year is pretty bad, right? But I think generally the biggest issue of course is that we have to follow these other grunt characters, and this really feels like some other side story we could have skipped over completely. But at least Falco knows, of course, we see earlier, a bit better Eren. So, oh yeah, it was Eren, it was Kruger, by the way. I couldn't figure that out. I was like, wow,